you started your career when you were very young, actually. I never forget. I mean, you started, I think you started in 2000, but then everybody, 2004.
Yeah. 22.
2002. Was
when I had my, Walls Apart. Was
What about 2002? Okay, yes.
No, but in 2002, I hadn't done Walls Apart, but at that time, if people had started knowing me.
Then knowing you, yes. But
because I'd done one or two then.
Other things, yes.
You know.
So your name had begun to go out.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little. But Walls Apart, I can never forget, Walls Apart was irritating to me. Let me explain. I came, my mother, my cousin were watching Walls Apart. I'm like, who is this person? But I don't know this person. Let's watch something. It's like, no, it's sweet. This person, and my mother said, this lady, this Ini girl, is going to be a star. I said this. I'm like, what is happening? Let's watch something else. I was so impatient because I'm like, I don't know this person. I'm a young person. I want the people that are
that you know.
hot now. There were at least 2 parts. I seem to remember 3 parts. 1, 2, they watched everything, then they watched it again. What the part was like a virus. If you want to think back, because now from where you are now, looking back at that, were you shocked by the status or by the success that the celebrity that the success of this movie gave you?
That's Walls Apart now.
Yes.
I was totally oblivious of what had happened. I was so young, so I had no clue.
Yeah.
I mean...
You're in your 20s at the time, were you?
Yeah, I was in my early 20s. I was... No, when I did Walls Apart, I was just 20. I was 19,
exactly.
20. Yeah, I was 20, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, what's going on?
What is all this?
They are calling me, everybody's calling me. All of a sudden, all the big names of marketers at the time who I never thought would even know me or give me a job or anything like that. People were calling me. I'm like, this one is calling me. I'm like, let me just. Oh, I'm like all those big names are calling me. And then they'll be like, oh, I said, I'm busy. I'm going to be filming here. Be like, how much are they paying you there? Don't worry, I'll add 200,000. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Yeah. And then I actually was, because I was thrown into that very big role alongside very great artists, big superstars, and I didn't know how I was doing. If I did well, I didn't have the opportunity to preview, to watch after, Yes.
It's not like now where you can see it and everything, yes.
So it's just when the film came out, the calls, everybody decided to recognize from working on it. Ini Edo. I'm like, okay.
Did you struggle with people thinking that you were a bushwoman after Walls Apart?
Well, I mean...
It is what it is.
It is what a lot of people didn't think I was not. Everybody thought I was Igbo.
Yes.
So first of all, them understanding that I was Akwa Ibom alone was
even a struggle.
Yes, it was even a struggle. A lot of people affiliated me with because I was speaking the language, of course. Yeah. Of course, local Calabar girl. And then I stayed over in the East for a while and did so many jobs before I now came to Lagos.
Why did you become an actor?
I wanted to be a lawyer or a newscaster. I mean, my role model then was the late Tokunbo Ajayi. I'd always loved to watch her news, and that's who I actually wanted to be like. I never really thought that I was going to be an actor. I've always been in the arts, in school, in church, But then when I went to do theater arts diploma, when I was waiting for my jam to go through law, of course, and then I started doing the stage acting, and then the opportunity to go to film came. I just became an actor. I think it was destiny. It's destined. Because it's not like there was any
big plan.
Yes, absolutely.
Was your family supportive or against it?
Initially, they were not, because my parents were worried about... I come from a home where you can't be outside till a certain time of the night, not to talk of traveling to a town where you don't know anybody, you don't have any relations.
As a young
girl, well, So... But because I was in school at the time and there was one strike, so they didn't even know
that you were moving.
That I had gone to a bar. So eventually the film came out. It was like, what happened? And then I said, okay, look, I'm having more offers. And I said, no. So one director, the Neke Naigwe, had to come to my house to meet my parents, to talk to them, to sort of sign like a surety to say, okay, he would look after me. And for them to allow me to start traveling to go work. Not like they frowned at the career. They didn't frown at the career. Just didn't like the fact that I had to leave town. I had to travel.
The first time that a friend of yours, of course not with a friend of yours, found that the person was either, or somebody that was an acquaintance, found the person is either competing with you or being jealous of you. The first time you realized that, wait, this is what is happening here. How did it hit you?
I actually even had a situation that could have been such a situation, but thank God for grace to just let things go.
What happened?
You know, I'm not going to go into details, of course. I'm just going to a situation where somebody tries to be your friend, but is just trying to get close to you to, you know, for some crazy reasons. For people do stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I learned early in life that not everybody has the same background that I have. Not everybody is from the kind of home that I'm from. People's orientation in life is it varies. Everybody's orientations are quite different. So, and so not to have so much expectations from people, and also not to trust people that much. I used to be really trusting, but that situation was one of the situations that sort of scared me, because it was like, oh, really? Like, so you try to somebody tries to be your friend, comes to your house, and then, tries nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. Yeah. But I mean, I believe the person has outgrown it, because we're still all in the industry and still doing okay. Right. Some people are just a little too desperate. Yeah. People are
just a little
too desperate. Yeah. Right.
And you're still very young. Like, it's not, you've been in this journey for so long, so people think that you are one.
They think I'm like 55 years.
Think I'm 55.
You see somebody that's obviously like 30 years old. Say,
yes.
I was watching you since when I was a child. I'm like, okay. All right. I hear you.
So you're literally growing as a human being. And you just mentioned something that was so powerful, which is that your mom puts some, as all mothers do, pressure on you to get married. You are trying to make her happy. You do this in like a human being, you are learning, and you are growing. But outside, the magazines are treating it like some kind of movie and spectacle. At that time, as the human being in the situation, trying to figure herself out, how are you able to keep out that noise? So you've mentioned generally how you keep out the noise, but this is real life. This one is not even lies. This is, you're struggling with marriage, you're trying to make it happen, and people are just pouring stories in. How do you keep your head?
I figure that it's not even going to stop anyway. You know, it also comes with the territory of what we do.
Right.
How do I keep I just focus. I try to focus, and I surround myself with people who love me.
Right.
Like yesterday, for instance, somebody called me, a friend that I have a lot of respect for, and was telling me some story, and I kind of hung up the phone because I was just about going to sleep. I said, I have too much positive energy going on around me. I do not need
this.
He was like, no, I just heard it somewhere, and because I just want to be sure that, I said, it's shit talk. And I don't want to hear it. Next time you hear it, don't tell me. I'm not interested. Do you believe it? If you believe it, then that's on you, but this is not what I want to be talking about. Yeah. I have too many things going on right now.
Your life. Like literally, you actually have too many things going on.
I have too many things going on right now. The last thing I need is, they said that person's wife, they said they want to kill you. I said, me. But it's shit talk.
It's shit talk, yeah.
It's too much. So now, okay, somebody's sitting somewhere saying, okay, maybe the ovation is too loud. Let's bring a distract. I'm expecting a distracting story. I'm actually expecting it. Because, you know, they wouldn't let you have it too good.
It's like you're laughing too much. It's like
you're laughing too much. I know they are cooking it somewhere. They are cooking it.
You know your people very well.
I know them.
Yeah.
The people, the constant haters, they are cooking it. She's laughing too much. There must be something. They are beginning to find what stories to rile up. And they will come up with some ridiculously nonsense lie. Now, them and their followers will believe her. Me, I dey here.
They move.
And they do my work. They plan my next move.
Yeah.
That's their job. They add, it's all part of the whole thing, you know. You must have those ones that try to get in your ear because something has to motivate you to move. Something has to motivate you. Something has to spur you into greatness, you know. When you see that they're waiting for you to fail, you would challenge yourself and keep going, you know, because you can't have the final say over me.
Final 3 questions, because if not, I will not leave you. One personal, one shanty town, and one close. You talked about, would you get married again? Or did you regret the decision the first time? And would you do it again?
To get married?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
You regretted it?
Yeah.
Right. Why did you regret it?
Because it just wasn't the right move to make.
Right, yeah. So would you do it again?
If the right person comes.
So again, you would do it at your own time if it...
At my own time if the right person comes. And if it doesn't come, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good, yeah. Second thing, Shanty Town. There's obviously a sequel coming.
Is there?
That auntie that was moving with her gown. And you cannot put Toye Abraham in something for nothing. We will burn down.
Shut it down. You burn down, shut it down. That's interesting.
Yeah, but also, you know, the only criticism people laid on it, because I want to be, I try to be an honest fan,
it's good.
was that they felt like, okay, at the end, it kind of petered out. And that's some people, not everybody. The rest of them are loving. I'm just, you know, as a journalist, we have to ask hard questions.
Got you.
So
got you.
that at the end, and they're thinking, is it because Netflix moved it from a movie to a series?
What do you mean by the end?
So they feel like at the end, that the fight scene, for instance, was
too long. But it was so beautiful to watch.
I could see that you were
even as an editor, how do you edit? What will you remove from those scenes? It was beautiful to watch. Yeah. Even the long scene with Shafi, and somebody said something the other day, said, why Shafi for just that scene? I'm like, that was a long scene. But can you flash back on how much you enjoyed that scene and how she carried the scene, her delivery? Yes. I was lost in her delivery.
I was lost in Shafi.
I was lost in her delivery. Yeah. So everything is deliberate. You know what I mean? The scenes, the fight scene was long, but come on. Right. It was perfectly done. It was professionally done. Right. It was beautiful to watch. I wanted people to enjoy that, see that we have fighting skills.
So you are proud of that creative decision?
I am proud of everything about Shantytown.
Yeah, you have a lot to be proud of.
Yes, proud of everything that we did there.
Finally, you did say something about everything has come together. You're talking about something else. When you look at your life, I mean, and you've not even started. Like, there's still time. If God gives you life, there's still time.
Amen. No,
there's
give
still
me
life.
life.
God gives you life. There's still time. Do you just look at your life, think, wow, I mean, there's more to achieve, or things have come together?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I won't lie, we worry as people, as humans. The meaning of my name is God's time. People don't know that. So for me, I know that some things that I want, I may not have all that I want, but I know that everything works out in due time. In due time. At God's own time.
God's own time.
Things just, that's how it's always been with me. That's why there's one thing about me, I'm not desperate for nothing. I don't know how to be desperate over anything. I just believe that things will work out fine. Everything will come together. Things are coming together, but I also know that I still don't feel that fulfillment that I have all that I need now.
Yeah.
You know, it's just all I always pray for is, God, when that time comes, give me the wisdom, the understanding let my eyes be open to seeing that time is here.
Yeah.
And then give me the wisdom to know what to do with it. Do you get? So it's times and seasons.
Yes, times and seasons.
Yeah, you just... No hurry, everything, small.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.